Listen, I need you to understand something right now. Nobody cares about your excuses. Nobody cares how tired you are, how unfair life has been, or how hard it is for you. The world? It doesn't stop because you're struggling. It doesn't pause to wait for you to catch up. The clock is ticking, and every second you waste is a second you never get back. People are out there right now, hustling, grinding, and making their dreams a reality. While you're busy complaining, someone else is making progress. While you're busy making excuses, someone else is putting in the work. And guess what? They're going to take what you want, not because they're better than you, but because they didn't wait. They didn't wait for motivation, for the right moment, for things to get easier. They just started, and they didn't stop. So ask yourself, what are you waiting for? You've been told a lie your entire life. You've been told there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow is a lie. It's a comforting excuse that allows you to delay what needs to be done today. How many times have you said, I'll start tomorrow? Maybe it was going to the gym, starting that business, studying for that exam, or fixing that broken relationship. You convinced yourself that tomorrow you'd be different, more motivated, more focused. But what happened when tomorrow came? Did you start? Or did you find another excuse? The truth is, tomorrow is just another name for never. It's where dreams go to die. It's where you send your ambitions to wither and decay while you drown in your own procrastination. You see, every time you wait, every time you push your dreams to tomorrow, you train your mind to accept mediocrity. You tell yourself it's okay to settle, to wait, to live in hesitation. And the more you do it, the harder it becomes to break the cycle. Waiting comes with a price, and it's not cheap. It's the opportunities you'll never get back, the relationships you never built, the skills you never developed. Time is your most valuable asset, and every second you let slip away is gone forever. Imagine looking back on your life and realizing you spent most of it waiting. Waiting for the right moment, the right feeling, the right set of circumstances. How much regret would you feel? How much wasted potential would you see? The cost of waiting is high, and most people don't realize it until it's too late. They wait, and they wait, and they wait, until there's nothing left to wait for. And by then, it's over. The window has closed. The dream has died. But here's the thing. It doesn't have to be that way. You don't have to keep living in this endless cycle of delay and regret. You can break out of it. Right now. It starts with a decision. Not tomorrow, not next week. Right now. Decide that you're done waiting. Decide that you're going to take action, no matter how small, no matter how difficult. Because action is the antidote to procrastination. And you don't need to climb the whole mountain today. Just take one step, then another. The momentum will build, and before you know it, you'll look back and realize you've come farther than you ever thought possible. The first step is to define what you want, not just some vague idea. Be specific. Write it down. I want to lose 10 kilograms in 3 months. I want to make $10,000 by the end of the year. I want to read 1 book every month. Clarity creates focus. Focus drives action. The more specific you are, the more real it becomes. The more real it becomes, the more achievable it feels. And when you write it down, it's not just a thought anymore. It's a commitment. It's a promise to yourself that you're going to see this through no matter what. The next step? Get rid of the things that are holding you back. Whether it's social media, TV, mindless scrolling, or toxic people. Cut it out. You know exactly what's stealing your time. You know the distractions that pull you away from your goals. It's time to be ruthless. Because if you're not willing to sacrifice your distractions, you're not serious about success. Every minute you spend scrolling, every hour you waste binge watching nonsense, that's time you could be spending building your future. Time you could be using to separate yourself from the average. Listen, you don't have to take massive leaps every single day. Just take one small step. One productive action that moves you closer to your goal. If you want to get in shape, start with 10 push-ups. If you want to build a business, spend 30 minutes researching and planning. If you want to write a book, write 1 page today. The key is consistency. It's about doing it every single day, even when you don't feel like it, especially when you don't feel like it. Because that's when it matters most. That's when you separate yourself from the average. Share your goals with someone who matters. Someone who won't let you off the hook. Let them hold you accountable. Because when you tell someone what you're going to do, it becomes real. It's no longer just an idea floating in your mind. It's a commitment. And the thought of failing publicly, that's powerful motivation. You don't want to be the person who says they're going to do something and never follows through. Be the person who does what they say, every single time. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is going to do the work for you. If you want it, you have to go out and take it. You have to fight for it. And if you're not willing to fight, if you're not willing to sacrifice, then be honest with yourself. Stop pretending you want it. Because the only person who can make it happen is you. So what's it going to be? Are you going to keep waiting for the right moment? Or are you going to decide right now that you're done waiting? There is no tomorrow. There is only today. There is only now. And if you waste it, you might never get it back. Here's the truth nobody tells you. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. You can be the most talented person in the room, but if you're not putting in the work, someone with half your skill and double your grind will surpass you. And that's the beauty of it. Hard work is the great equalizer. It doesn't matter where you came from, who your parents are, or what advantages someone else had. If you're willing to outwork them, you can outperform them. Think of it like this. Every time you choose to work when others rest, you're creating distance. Every late night, every early morning, every hour you spend grinding when the world is sleeping, that's you pulling ahead. That's you separating yourself from the pack. Because the truth is, while talent may open the door, only hard work will keep you in the room. You keep waiting for motivation, don't you? That spark, that perfect moment when you finally feel like putting in the work. But here's the harsh reality. Motivation is unreliable. It's a fickle friend that shows up only when it wants to. You think successful people are motivated every day? You think they wake up excited and energized every single morning? Absolutely not. They're just like you. They get tired, they feel lazy, they want to quit. The difference? They do it anyway. Because they know that success isn't built on motivation. It's built on discipline. It's built on the decision to show up, whether you feel like it or not. If you rely on motivation, you'll never be consistent. And if you're not consistent, you'll never achieve anything worthwhile. The real key is learning to act without motivation. To train yourself to get up and grind, even when every fiber of your body is screaming at you to stop. So how do you build that discipline? How do you make yourself take action even when you don't feel like it? The answer is simple. Create systems, not just goals. Everyone has goals. Everyone wants to be successful, fit, wealthy, or skilled. But very few have systems in place to make it happen. Systems are the daily actions, the routines you build that force you to make progress, even when you don't want to. Want to get stronger? Set a schedule to go to the gym, no matter what. Want to become smarter? Read for 30 minutes every single day, even when you're tired. Want to build that business? Work on it for 1 hour every morning before you do anything else. It's not about doing it when you feel good. It's about doing it because it needs to be done. Discipline is the bridge between your goals and your accomplishments. Look, everyone wants to be successful, but very few are willing to pay the price. You say you want it, but are you willing to give up your comfort? Are you willing to sacrifice those late-night Netflix binges, those weekend parties, that mindless scrolling through social media? Success demands sacrifice. It doesn't come cheap. And if you're not willing to let go of your comforts, then you're not ready to grab hold of your dreams. The question isn't, how bad do you want it? It's, what are you willing to give up to get it? Because for every dream you want to achieve, there's a price to be paid in time, effort, and sacrifice. The ones who make it are not the ones who simply want it. They're the ones who are willing to bleed for it. You might be thinking, but it's too hard. I don't even know where to start. That's the trap. The belief that you have to do everything perfectly right from the beginning. But here's the truth. Small wins build momentum. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. If you want to get in shape, don't aim for 2 hours at the gym. Start with 15 minutes and build up. If you want to launch a business, don't try to do it all in a week. Take one step each day. If you want to master a skill, learn one thing at a time. The power of momentum is real. Each small win gives you confidence. Each small step moves you forward. And as you stack those wins, you start to believe more in yourself and that belief. It's unstoppable. You know what's worse than the pain of hard work? The pain of regret. Because at least hard work pays off. At least hard work gets you somewhere. But regret? It gives you nothing but empty memories of what could have been. It haunts you with thoughts of, what if? What if you had started that business? What if you had worked out every day? What if you had stayed disciplined? Years from now, you won't regret failing. You'll regret not trying. You'll regret the chances you didn't take, the risks you avoided, the work you were too lazy to put in. The pain of hard work is temporary. The pain of regret lasts a lifetime. Nobody's coming to hand you success. Nobody's going to drag you out of bed and force you to work on your dreams. It's all on you. If you want it, you have to execute relentlessly. Not sometimes, not when you feel like it, every single day. Consistency is the mother of mastery. The world doesn't care if you're tired. It doesn't care if you're uninspired. It rewards execution, period. If you're not doing the work, someone else is. And when you finally decide to show up, you might find out it's already too late. Right now, you have a choice. You can keep living how you've been living, hoping that one day things will change, or you can take control of your life. Nobody's going to do it for you. Nobody's going to hand you success. If you want it, you have to go out there and overtake it. Decide right now that you're done waiting. Decide that you're going to outwork, out-hustle, and outlast everyone around you. Not just today, not just tomorrow, but this every single day. Because in the end, it all comes down to this. Nobody cares. Work harder. So tell me, when it's all said and done and you look back on your life, do you want to say, I tried? Or do you want to say, I conquered? The choice is yours. Average or great. Waiting or working. This is your time. Take it. Now imagine it. Imagine waking up in the life you've always dreamed of. Not just thinking about it, but living it. Walking into rooms with confidence, knowing that you earned your place. Seeing the results of your grind, stronger, sharper, unbreakable. You built this, not because someone handed it to you, not because you got lucky, but because you outworked everyone else. Because you showed up, even when you didn't feel like it. Because you chose discipline over comfort, execution over excuses. Now, think about the legacy you're building, not just for yourself, but for everyone watching. Your family, your friends, the people who doubted you. Imagine the look on their faces when they realize you did it. Not because it was easy, but because you were relentless. This is your story. Every struggle, every late night, every sacrifice, it's all part of the journey. And when you finally make it, you'll understand that the grind wasn't just necessary, it was the best part. I'm going to leave you with one final question. What are you going to do about it? You can shut off this video and go back to your old habits. You can keep dreaming, keep wishing, keep hoping that someday things will change. Or you can decide that today is the day you stop making excuses. Today is the day you stop waiting for motivation and start building discipline. Today is the day you take control of your life. Because nobody's coming to save you. Nobody cares. Work harder. If this fired you up, subscribe for more. Your grind starts now.